Good, uh, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On this Tuesday night, on the August the 22nd of 2023. Yeah, this is Bishop Abar Jakor. I'd like to come live with you again. This is Bishop Broadcast. The topic what I want to be speaking on tonight is about this monstrous generation, this next generation. This next generation is terrible. This generation about this household that these kids are growing up today, learning the bad things. They're not trying, and the household is out of order. The mother is out of order because the man is not in the house. The man is not in the house because the mom will run the man away for running her mouth too much. So she's so busy she's not focusing on her kids, of her daughters and her sons, her babies, as they could say. Now we got baby kids running among us. Baby kids. It's a shame and a pity. Now, she's so busy worrying about being in control that she forgot about the man of the house. That's the reason why it's single parents. There ain't no man in the house. And that's a shame. That's a shame. Now it's single parents. The mother's in the house. If not so, the kid, the baby kid, the young woman or the young man is out on their own, having their grandmas watch them, and they only see their mom maybe once or twice every month. Now the grandma watching them or the grandfather. It is terrible. Our families and the African Americans and the Latinos and the Native Americans, it's out of order. Now the kids trying to grow up, they're trying to run the household. And the mothers too. Everything supposed to be decent and order. The man supposed to run the household. The man got to be there for his kids. I don't know what everybody's situation is, but the man supposed to run the household, and that man's wife supposed to come to that man in a mutual understanding. Not so she run her mouth so dang much and the man leave. Not only that, it was created that the oppressor put the woman over the household. Yeah, that's why they got this Section 8. No man is not the father. I mean, the dad is not supposed to be in the household with the mother. What type of BS is that? A man got to be there for his son to raise that son up. If he's not not there at his household to raise that son, to raise his son in a proper way, that mom supposed to be there to raise her daughter in a certain way. Everything supposed to be decent and order. The woman supposed to raise the women. The mother supposed to raise the women, and the dad supposed to raise the boy in a certain way. A mother cannot. These days they have no choice. Because the reason why they ain't got no choice, because Martin Stewart, Parenthood, they got a lot to do with it. But now, if you got your own house, if you're not in no Section 8, your whole family the whole family supposed to be there. And a woman is not supposed to be running her mouth and chasing her man away. That's the reason why we got single parents in the house. It's not raising these kids. So they figure that if they ain't got a dad in the house, they got to find some kind of family. And the type of family they are mingling with is gang affiliation. Gang affiliation. They find themselves, if they ain't got a dad in the house, a whole family. I ain't talking about the Brady Bunch either. Let's get that straight. Okay? We didn't live nothing like the Brady Bunch. Okay? That kid, it felt out of place because the dad ain't in. And some of the times the daddy runs out. But the most of all is the women are running these men out of their homes away from their kids. And the kids, they're trying to find love, but they're finding the wrong type of love. The wrong type of love. Can you get me? They're hooking up with the wrong people, and the mother and the parents. The mother is not keeping her eye on the kids, keeping in contact with the kids. She don't care because she's so busy worried about Brenda or Becky, on what's going on in their life, and Becky bringing drama to her life, and Brenda bringing problems and drama to her life. It's nothing but a drama society, a monstrous society. This last generation I tell you, it is terrible. This must be something done. Because our young men, back in the day, I ain't talking about today, this modern day time, as we see now, it's out of order. It's totally out of order, and I don't like it as far as I can see it. Now, what I'm talking about is our sons and daughters out there. The sons are out there wearing their pants off their ass. Okay? They're watching this TikTok crap in these gangs and these gangster movies. The mother ain't got time to be concerned about, especially about the time, or trying to go after that kid, try to teach him anything, because the dad is not in the house. The dad is not in the house. It's not a part with that house, with the household. So now you got Junior mixed up with the wrong crowd. Okay, listen to the wrong music. Now he's wearing his pants off his ass and hanging with maybe five or six or a dozen of gang members with their pants hanging off their ass. Back in the days when I was growing up, we didn't have our pants sagging off our ass. That means, that is not proper. It's not proper, and it's not decent. It's not proper, and it's not decent. Because how could a real man wear his pants up on his ass and wear a belt? A real man. These kids these days, they are not doing that. They're doing the opposite. Because they're running with the wrong crowd. And mother ran their dad out the house. Now the house is broken. So women, do me a favor. You ever get your man back, okay? You respect him. Listen to him. Let him tell the side of his story. Let him tell the side of his story. And quit cutting them off. Raising your voice at him. And maybe you will come back together as a family. He needs that. A man think he being overruled and he can't say his piece, his part. I'm telling you, that does something to a man, especially a dad of the house. He feel like he's being overtook. A man supposed to be in the head of the household to properly raise his son in a proper way, not as a way that your son is wearing his pants off his ass and wearing a gun on his waist and running with gangbangers and shooting. Now they're shooting kids. Kids are shooting kids these days. Kids are shooting kids these days. And I tell you, it is a messed up generation. This next generation is telling you it is sick. And it definitely needs some help. It really hurts me that these kids are trying to run the household and the mother trying to run the household. And when it's like that, when the mother trying to run the household and the kids are out of order and the mother is out of order, that household is totally unfit. It's unstable. Because everything's supposed to be in order. That's how you totally supposed to have a family. That's why they call it family, people. Hello? That's how they call it family. Family is not supposed to be here or if they're kicked out. Well, if he's messing up, but it depends on the situation. But most of all, the woman chasing her man away. And so how's she going to raise her son in a manly way? And a mother supposed to raise her daughter in a woman way. You get me? A mother supposed to raise her daughter in a woman way. So she cannot raise that man, her son, in a manly way, even though she's his mother. He got to have his father. It's a must. He got to have his father in. That's the reason why they're going out. Because he knows something is not right. The dad's supposed to be in the house. He's supposed to be around his son. Now, it's terrible. I heard this situation that this young boy, six of his friends was looking for him for something that he done. I don't know exactly what he done, but they couldn't find him. They was looking all over for him. I don't know exactly what it was out. I think it was out of Cleveland, Ohio, Chicago, Chi-Town or whatever. So they couldn't find him. So they went to his mom's house. They was looking for him there. They couldn't find him there. So they shoot his mom down. Well, now what type of BS generation is this? Now, kids, this is directly to the kids and the mother of the house. I know you heard me. And dads, if you out there listening, okay? if it's any way possible that you could come back into your kid's life, come back into your kid's life. You know, set up a date or something. Let him know, or let her know, or let him know that you are there. Because our sons need us. Our sons need us. That's the lack of that we have in these days of time, in this generation. Because